My name is Susan. Welcome in. Welcome into the craft room. I'm so happy to have you here. I want to share this patriotic idea with you today using two different things. So I grabbed two different candles last week on clearance. I really was trying to find a white candle because I don't have a lot of real candles. I keep, in my house, I have more of the fake ones with the battery operated, so I can, and hopefully put them on a timer. I use those a lot for decorating, but I don't have a whole lot of real candles, but they're always fun to have around, and of course they usually smell lovely. Let's see, does this one have a scent? This was on clearance from Hobby Lobby last week. You see how much I paid for that guy? $1.99. And let's see if it has a scent. It says berry. I imagine it's from Christmas, you guys. It's not a super strong berry smell, but you can always, you can actually burn it. I mean, even though we're going to do a design on it, you can actually burn it. I usually also, I do it on my ones that, like I said, are battery operating. You can do the same thing I'm doing today on one of those as well. But I could not find one that didn't have anything on it that was just white in my home. So we're just going to go with these two guys, but I got two of them. And on one of them, I'm going to show you a Mod Podge idea, just because these napkins were absolutely too fun. Thank you so much. I'm not sure who's on here with me, but thank you for the hearts. I'm not seeing any comments. I just see one eyeball. I don't even know who it is. So if you want to say hello, say hello. Yeah, I'm not even sure who it is. So I apologize. It's not that I'm trying to ignore you. Mr. Facebook is not letting me see anything today. But I found these also at Hobby Lobby. They were, I'll tell you what though, guys, none of their, last week anyway, we went on Saturday. I went on Saturday. Oh, hey, Donna, how are you, friend? We went on Saturday to Hobby Lobby, and they had none of their patriotic stuff on sale at all. So they didn't have it marked down in the least. I did ask the guy that is kind of in charge of the whole customer service up front if he thought maybe this week it would go on, since this weekend is Memorial Day. He said he did not know that. He didn't think so. He said there's always a chance, but it might not be until after Memorial Day because a lot of it is July 4th. Decor as well. So I kind of wondered that, but I was just surprised I didn't have anything on sale. But I could not resist because I don't know when I'll get back over to Hobby Lobby. But I love a Subway art anything. I do projects here with Subway art with my transfer stencils, but I just love Subway art anything. So when I saw this napkin, I went ahead and grabbed it. And I don't know how much it was, guys, but it wasn't like super expensive. No, wait a minute. I apologize. I don't think I bought anything at all at Hobby Lobby that was 4th of July themed. You guys, I got this at the Dollar Tree. I'm just reading the back to see if it had the price on here, and this is Greenbrier International. That's Dollar Tree. So these were at the Dollar Tree. I forgot we went to 2 Dollar Trees on that day too, on Saturday. So I love this. I love this. And whenever I find a pack of napkins that are a design I really, really love, I grab them. And I would even pay, like the regular price for them. And never is going to be a lot of money, but obviously these were only $1.25. And I will, even if I plan to use them, because I always use themed napkins, because I've told you guys before, I decorate for reasons and seasons. So even in my, like napkins and stuff like that, especially when I used to pack my kids' lunches or my grandson's lunch, I would always put one in there just because I think it's just a little added element of fun. That's just me. But I always pull a bunch of these out and set them aside and keep them in my craft room. So, because you never know if you'll find them next year. But I loved this one. So we're going to use this on one with some Mod Podge. And then on the other one, we're going to use one of my, a part of one of my really big. I have one that was like a size, I think it was maybe 12 by 18. It might have even been bigger than that. It was either 12 by 18 or 18 by 18. I don't remember which one. But it was a big transfer, and it had lots of designs on it, and I'm going to be using some more of those. Hopefully, if my order gets here this week, if not, I'll still be using them in time for they'll be ready for 4th of July. But this is one that these are 2 parts of one big transfer that I used to have. It's an old one. It is no longer in stock. We have other things that are similar, and like I said, the one that I highlighted on here is a B-size transfer, so it's only the cost of the transfer and tax, no shipping through the 28th. They're free shipping on A and B size transfers. So, and it's really cute, and you could use many of the elements that are on there for either little signs that you could upcycle from the Dollar Tree, for a tiered tray, or for like what I'm going to do today with the candles. So we're going to do one of these on that. But I wanted to show you something else I had done with this particular part of this transfer when I was looking for that other candle. I've got to go hunting in the garage today also for the rest of my Patriotic decor, because I haven't even updated my coffee bar, and I always at least do that, you guys. But look what I came across that I had forgotten I had done. So this was a clearance item I got from Ross probably 4 or 5 years ago. And I had it for a long time, and I would just set it out with my, Patriotic decor. But then a couple years ago, I got the idea to upcycle it because, look, it's got red, it's got bling on it. You guys, I loved it. And I don't even know. It was $4.50 when I got it. And I loved that wood tone and wash and everything on it. So a couple years ago, I took this part of the transfer, and I put part of it on here. So as you can see, and like I've told you before, guys, if you use a darker pigmented chalk paste, this is just chalk paste, but look at how well it's held up all that time. Chalk paste, if it's a darker pigmented or ink, it can stain your vinyl, but as long as your silk screen's clear, you get to use this a dozen or more times. That's what the company will guarantee. So you can tell I used the blue is a much darker, and the red, I probably use this on another one because I have other things that I've upcycled. But then I also use this guy, as you can see. Isn't that awesome? Down here. So this is super fun. And then I just took a sheer ribbon, and I bought some Patriotic beads off of Amazon, and I just did a little thing there. Now I've noticed that when I pulled it out, I'm like, oh, why is that hanging so much? This used to be more taut, and I don't think it's come, look, I only use duct tape to hold it in the back, you guys. I don't think it's come loose. I think it's just this ribbon has stretched because of the type of ribbon it is. But isn't that fun? Just showing you a couple different ways. So I love pulling out old friends like this to revisit during the holidays. So I pulled that out today, and I have one other one out there that I upcycled. I'll show you that when I go to do the next, hopefully the new things I get in from chalk as well. But I just thought I'd share that with you. So we're going to use either part of one of these or both of them. We're going to see. We're going to see. Now, I think I'll do the Mod Podge one first. I usually like to do the Mod Podge. I usually like to do the dry technique on Mod Podge. However, and I'm still looking for that. I'm going to find a white. I still want to find a white candle because I do have another project that I saved that I want to try. But I don't think I'm going to use the dry technique today with Mod Podge because it involves an iron with a candle. Now that doesn't mean you can't use an iron with a candle, but I just decided, you know what, I didn't want to pull that out and do all that. So we're just going to grab one of these, and I'm going to set the rest of them aside for right now. Actually, I'll put that right down here so it's kind of put away. And then we're going to take the cover, these come with these like plastic covers. I'm going to go ahead and take this off real quick so we can. Now there is no prep needed for these candles. I just got to get the stuff off of them. I hope you guys are having a great day. I can't believe it's Thursday again already. We're almost to the weekend. We're almost to Memorial Day weekend. How in the heck did we get almost to the end of May? Whew, to Memorial Day, the kickoff of summer. You guys, it is hot here. It's already feeling like summer. So I just had to get myself in a mindset that I was going to be going out there and sweating today. It's just going to have to be how it is. And I don't know how in the heck we got here so quick. I don't know if you're happy or you're sad. I know some kids are already out of school. I think my grandson has, this isn't his last week, I don't think. I think next week's his last week. But I know in some other places, friends of mine who have kids or grandkids, they're already getting out this week. So I don't know how that makes you feel. For me, it's irrelevant anymore. It's so weird. But anyway, who doesn't like summer? I love summer. Okay, this is Mod Podge. This is just a matte. Oh my gosh, you guys. I grabbed the one that probably has the lid glued onto it because that's what happens. Let me grab my gripper. Oh, I forgot. I haven't used this in a while. I had bought, you know, the little ones from the Dollar Tree, and I've been using those. But this is like my, yikes, my original one. And I know there are ways to get this off that are different than that, but I probably don't have the items, the elements that I need with me. So we're going to just see what's holding this thing up. If I can do it without banging it, that would be nice. I mean, that's my go-to, you know, banging on the side of a counter. Oh, there we go. 58 right now. Oh my goodness. Up to 70. That sounds kind of pleasant. All right. Got it open. Hooray. Okay, so we're going to just use some Mod Podge. Now, when you're working with a napkin and Mod Podge, oops, I grabbed two. You may already know this, but if you don't, we're getting down to 1 ply because, you know, most napkins are 2 ply. The Dollar Tree napkins are usually 2 ply. Some of the nicer napkins, like if you're getting it somewhere else, it might be 3 ply. What I like to do is take a tiny bit of Mod Podge on my finger, on my fingers like that, and just kind of grab the end of the napkin. Just kind of, did you see how I just kind of pinched that? And look what it did. It automatically took my napkin apart so I can take that back layer off, the one that's just white. I keep this because I can use this for something else. I can use it to clean up or who knows on what kind of project I need. Put that there. Move this here. Back where it belongs. Now, the reason I like to do the dry technique with Mod Podge is because, you know, you got all these wrinkles in here and it's thin now because we have taken it down to 1 ply and it can tear. So you just need to work with it carefully. Before I get started with the Mod Podge, I'm going to look at my design and it looks like it's flipped. It's mirrored here. So obviously this is talking about fireworks and stuff like that. So I don't have a problem with putting that out for Memorial Day, even though we don't usually do fireworks here in the U.S. on Memorial Day. Who knows? Some people do. But I don't have any problem putting that out for Memorial Day. However, if that bothers you, you might want to only save this for, and I'm saying, it's saying slow connection. I have no idea why. I'm right here by the Wi-Fi. I've got strong signal, so I don't know what that is about, y'all. But look, I did notice in this one, you know, I like to use different colors than just the traditional red, white, and blue. I might use a different shade of blue or a different shade of red. So I like that. But if you'll notice on this one, it's almost like a teal kind of blue. I like that. I don't mind that at all. I don't mind that at all. So that kind of goes in with my decor. And this will help me out getting my coffee bar ready if I can't find all my things. I don't know why I'm still, because I have boxes in the garage still, guys. That's why. But I'm going to go ahead and, you know, you can decide what part you want to have on there. I'm probably going to wrap it around as much as I can. It doesn't necessarily have to go over the whole candle, but I'm definitely going to cut it in half right here, down the middle. With my little baby scissors. I should have grabbed different ones. I just was using these for, cutting that other thing off. And honestly, I don't care if it's straight. I may even take a watercolor pencil that has no water in it. I might just spray some water on my finger and try to fray the top so that it kind of looks uneven, because I don't necessarily want it to be nice and clean lines, you know, and that way if it's not exactly perfect, it's okay. You live by someone who did fireworks for every holiday. Wow, Donna. Was that super annoying or was that kind of cool? Guess if it's their expense, it can be annoying if you have children that are trying to sleep or you have animals that are freaked out by it. Now I swapped it for this one because it has less wrinkles. But I'm thinking I'm going to try really hard to like line it up on the bottom, but for the top, we're just going to kind of see what happens. And if I might even overlap it. I don't know. I don't know if I'll overlap it or not. Let me think. Let me think. So we're going to start here. Right there. I'm just getting an idea before I start adhering it, guys. That's all. So that I'm not having to work with it as much when I like seeing the word bang, and I like, yeah, let's go ahead and tear it like right there. We'll cut it here. It might overlap the tiniest bit, but it'll give us a little bit to play with. And again, I'm not worried about whether it's completely straight or not, because I'll put the crooked part underneath. I'll probably overlap it, but I'll put the crooked part on the over there. And I am not going to let it go all the way up to the edge. I want a little bit of my red showing on this candle. So I think what I'm probably going to do, I have one of those watercolor pencils, but I don't have any water or brushes. Super annoying. Yeah, I bet. And it was after midnight. Holy cow, that's not right. Well, we have a noise ordinance here. I don't know about where you live. Hi, Tina. Thanks for joining me. Let me know where you're watching from. In our area, we have a noise ordinance. And it's not just in our development. It's in the city because, you know, we're a coastal town and we're a resort. I say resort, that sounds very fancy. It's not. But, you know, where tourists come here. People come here to rent houses and stay on the beach. And so they do have a noise ordinance for, you know, like there's a go-kart track near us. It's got a noise ordinance. Okay, I'm going to steal some water from my spray bottle for this. And it doesn't have to be distilled. This is just tap water. But we have a noise ordinance. So I don't know what they'll do on 4th of July because usually it's after dark. I'm trying to think what time the ordinance is. It might be after 10. It might be after 10. All right, now, guys, I'm new to this, so I can't even figure out how to unscrew the daggone lid. Okay. We're going to see if we can do this without making a cute Kentucky. Welcome. I don't think I've had anybody from Kentucky. Well, if you are new here, I am in coastal North Carolina. My friend Donna, who's on here, is from Oregon. We were just talking about our weather. I'm a weather bug. I always like to know what my weather is, everybody else's weather. I don't know why it intrigues me. It just does. It's just a phenomenon, I guess. Okay, I did spill some of that, but I'll just try to make sure I don't have it on the table where it'll be in the way. So I'm sure it's in the 80s now. It was 78 at 9 a.m. this morning, so I feel like it's got to be in the 80s now. Guys, these work backwards. I got these from the Dollar Tree. Did you know the Dollar Tree has... No, it wasn't the Dollar Tree. It was Dollar General. It's a 3-pack. And if you have a pop shelf, they would be there too. So, I haven't used something like this in a long time. I know people used to use this for scrapbooking too. Okay, so we're just going to kind of pick how far, because I want some of this red. This is a beautiful color red. I like this color red. I like reds that have a lot of orange in it, I think, and not the deeper. So I'm thinking... we want to see some of it. So why don't we just kind of go here and we'll tear it here. I want to see some of that fabulous red. I hope I didn't pull off all of that saying because that one looks hip. What does it say? Hip? Does it say hip hop or hip hip hooray? I think it says hip hip hooray. I'm going to just tear it because I kind of like that look. But I'm going to control tear it. Does that make sense? Yeah, so I don't know what they'll do. This will be my first 4th of July here. My old neighborhood had an amazing 4th of July. We didn't have to leave the neighborhood. Now, I'm sure we'll go somewhere here. We're so close to the beach that it would be a shame not to go sit on the beach and watch fireworks if we can see them. So I'll have to get the lowdown on that when we get closer to 4th of July. And actually, my little buddy will be here with us for 4th of July, so we'll be able to celebrate it with him, and that makes it even more fun, right? So, I know at Christmas they did a flotilla with Christmas lights on boats, but we were not here. Hey, Jeannie, how are you, my friend? It is a beautiful red, isn't it? You planted some small sunflowers in a pot. Oh, doesn't that make you so happy? I love when my little babies start growing. Okay, we're going to put that little pencil up, or marker, or whatever you want to call it, up. And now we're going to go ahead and get some Mod Podge. You know, I grabbed this really big brush, and I don't think I need this really big brush. Let's see if I can find a small brush, because we're working with a much smaller area. I reuse my foam brushes for Mod Podge a lot of time. Well, we'll see if this will work. Look. We're going to just rip that part off because that is hard as a brick. So we'll just rip it off and see if we can use this part instead of a paintbrush this time. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. And then I can just throw them away, you know, once they're to the point where I can't reuse them anymore. So I'm just going to apply the Mod Podge down here on the bottom. Generously, I suppose. Like I said, I usually like doing the dry technique, but we're going to go with this one this time. You know, this candle was less than $2, so what's the worst can happen? I can always get the napkin back off if it doesn't do the way I want it to do. But we'll do this, and then I'll show you a quicker way. What I feel like is a quicker way, and that's using my chalk paste and transfer stencil, because that takes no time. And I'm an upcycler, you guys. I like to find stuff cheap or that's around my house that I love, that I don't love as much anymore, and I want to modify it. That's what started me in creating so much, I think, was always modifying things that I either had on hand or I found cheap at a thrift store or, you know, one of the discount stores. I love discount stores. And that was long before the Dollar Tree ever came along. Okay, so now see, to me, this is the tricky part. Let's see if I can do this. This is the tricky part of getting it on there. Trying to keep it level with the bottom part. I do want that to try to be level if possible. And then just gently, I might have some wrinkles, and if I do, I'm just going to be okay with that. I'm going to gently try to smooth it across. Oh, I think that was the straight side. I need to leave that out and do this one, because that's the side I cut crooked, which is okay. And I'm just going to, like try rolling it. Let's try that. Then I'll put the straight side down last. I'll add another little bit of, and I feel like my candle, oh, see, I already tore it, but I'm just gonna, I'll be able to fix it. I think I'll be able to fix it. It's gonna be okay. We'll make that the back. How about that? Put the mistake part in the back. I'm okay with it, guys. It's just for fun, to add another little element of fun and, you know, color and festivity into your life. So don't stress over it. Crafting should never bring you stress. That to me is therapy, and that should be your outlet. And whether anybody else likes what you do, it doesn't matter. And if it brings you joy in creating it, or every time you see it like it does me after I've created it. So now I'm just using this to fix it a little bit in here where I kind of, and to add a little layer, like to seal it here, okay? Because this is kind of going to be the back, but then I'm also going to just kind of brush a little bit. I'm going to open that up a little bit more. I'm going to brush it. Hey, Tammy, how are you? Hello, hello. All right. Also, on the top, just to kind of almost like adhere it on there a little bit better. And I see some areas that it's almost like higher than I want it to be. So I might go back and see how that's a little higher and I'm not seeing as much red. I might just kind of see if we can get that off of there. Let's just play a little bit. I believe I probably can just tear it off without too much trouble. Ooh, see, I'm doing that again. That's what I think. We're just going to do that because I'm not worried about it being perfect. There's no perfection this side of heaven, y'all. Nothing. And every creator sees all their own mistakes. Oh, I'm making it worse. Oh, I'm sticking to it. Oh my goodness. See, this is where I don't like using it wet. That's okay. I'm sitting here telling you that, and then I'm getting upset because I'm messing it up. It's okay. It's just okay. I think that's going to be all right. I think I've got it kind of down. I don't want to play with it too much because it is wet. It's just a little thin napkin. But not bad for $1.50. I think, didn't I say it was $1.50? Well, let's see. No, $2, $1.99. Sitting on your porch. Awesome, girl. $1.99 candle from Hobby Lobby and $1.25 pack of napkins from Dollar Tree. So that's just gonna sit and dry. That'll be ready to go and display, right? Be pretty. Now, this one's gonna be so much faster, you guys. So much faster and more, even though it's a very distressed transfer. All right, let me get into this guy. It's a distressed transfer. It's got distressing built in. That's what I love about our transfer stencils, is that because it's silkscreen, they can put the distressing within the silkscreen, and it's little details that would be hard to get other ways. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that nice? Make sure I haven't missed any comments. Yes, craft should be relaxing. Exactly, Donna. Oh, you're not late. You're just fine. Don't you worry. I kind of did this one impromptu. I wasn't sure. I knew I was doing one today. I just wasn't sure what time. One of these days I'm going to get ahead of myself again and start posting a schedule and plan it and schedule it. But right now I'm just enjoying crafting when I can. That's what I'm doing. That's the season I'm in right now, guys. Crafting when I can. I can come on when it works in my schedule. And things have been a little, oh, this one smells a lot better. It's still the same scent. It's the same candle. I can smell this one really well. All right. There we go. I don't know why this little sticker thing wants to stay to it. And I've never even heard of this brand. Candela. I don't know. But it smells good. I don't even know how much it was originally. I don't know if it told me on the bottom. Oh, $7.99 originally, and I got it for $1.99. Yes. Okay, so with this one, again, we're not doing anything to prep it. It's fine, ready to go. All I need to do is get one of my fuzzing cloths. Okay, we're going to get a fuzzing cloth. And I have used my transfer stencils, these before. As you can see, they've been used. This is part of a really big one, as I mentioned at the beginning. I linked something smaller and with free shipping. So it's just the cost of the transfer. It's a lot less expensive than this one was that has been discontinued. This came out several years ago. 3 years ago, I think I got it my first year. I was a designer. And I've used it multiple times since then. So I am going to use the stars and stripes on this one. I could probably almost get the whole, design on there, but I'm not sure I want to. I think I'm just going to use stars and stripes on this one. And this one's kind of neat too. I could even put USA on the back. We'll see how I feel. I'm not sure if I'm going to add that to it too, because only part of it you're going to be able to see where I'm going to place it. So I think I'm just going to use stars and stripes, but you could use this one, or you could use a part of the little one like I showed you in the link, in case you were looking for something like that, okay? But all we're going to do is take our transfer. I'm using this kind of keep my candle stable. We're going to take my transfer, and I am going to just fuzz it a little bit. And the colors that I've chosen are Shimmer Frost, because this is already red. I only have to work with 2 other colors, right, to get my patriotic feel. So I could just do it all in white. This is Shimmer Frost. Sorry, guys. This is Shimmer Frost, which is my absolute all-time 100% favorite chalk paste, because number one, it's a white with shimmer in it, but I can add this to any other color chalk paste and it will make it into a shimmer. So this has always been my favorite. And then this one is called, this has not been available for a while. This came out in September of 2022, and it's called Shimmer Moonlight. It was one of our En Vogue colors. What that means is it comes out like with a catalog release, and it's only out during that time that catalog is, and there's no guarantee it'll ever come back. So, but I like this color blue because it's going to give me shimmer. You guys know I love my shimmer. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the stars part in the shimmer, and I'm going to do the stripes word in the moonlight shimmer. What do I call it? Shimmer Moonlight. I always say that, moonlight shimmer. It's Shimmer Moonlight. Okay, so the hardest part of this whole thing, guess what? Is going to be getting it lined up, because I can't see all the way through the transfer. So we're going to use the top of the candle as our guide for this one, since I'm not using the word forever on there. And I'm just going to hope that my transfer is kind of cut straight. And if it's not, guys, I can wipe it off and do it again. but we're going to go ahead and press this down on here because these are self-adhesive, reusable silkscreen transfers. Okay. Now, the fact that this is a wax candle makes it, I didn't need to fuzz it a lot. Plus, I've used it quite a few times. So the wax is already going to make it so it shouldn't stick when I go to pull it off. It won't stick very much. I've got some fuzz on there, guys. Sorry. So now we're just going to keep this here to kind of hold it in place, and I'll turn it around so you guys can see it. Now I'm going to grab one of my little squeegees, my handy dandy squeegees, and like I said, we're going to do the stripes in the moonlight. I think I'm going to do that one first. And because also I'm using shimmer, so our chalk paste is just wet chalk if you're new to chalk. It's wet chalk. It dries hard to the touch. The matte ones that don't have shimmer, it's usually about 5 or 6 minutes. If they have shimmer, about 7 or 8. I can get this done in less than 7 minutes, so I don't have to do I don't have to worry about it drying in the silk screen. So I'm just going to take my, I don't know that you guys can see. Can you see the shimmering in there? And this has almost like gold flecks in it. So I am going to try to be careful and only stay on the word I want it to be on. And I'm just taking my chalk paste and putting it right on the silk screen where I want it. That was not the squeegee I wanted. That was why. I'm like, why is this not? Why do I feel like I have to think harder? It's because I didn't grab the squeegee I wanted. I wanted to get a thinner squeegee. The cool thing about the jars, oh, I must have a dent in the, do I have a bubble or a dent? Something's going on over here. You don't want any bubbles. You want to try to smooth it out as much as possible so you don't have bubbles in your silk screen, because then your image will have a little bit of a marring. It won't be exactly perfect, which is always fixable as well, guys. Don't worry about it if that happens. Okay. Once I have that done, just going to make sure I've covered all of my silk screen. Now there is a little distressing built into this, so it's going to be okay even if I kind of didn't get part of it. Now I'm going to set this down for a sec, and I'm going to put the rest that I didn't use back in my jar and put that aside. Get my frost and my little squeegee. This is a small size that I cut into half. We have all different size squeegees and tools and stuff. This is just one that I'm gonna do the word "and" also in this shimmer frost because I don't want to incorporate another color. And we already have the red as our background, you guys. So hopefully I'm not gonna mix the blue and the white. I might, because I've been known to do that, and you know, you guys have seen me mix it on purpose, like do a tie-dye look. We call it a hot mess technique, but some people think it looks like tie-dye, which I do too. I think that's probably why I like it so much. Plus, you never know. It's going to be different every time when you do it that way. So our squeegees are made out of silicone. That's why I'm able to buy, you know, when I buy them, I can cut up any of them and if I wanted to make a couple different variety of sizes, in addition to the other tools that I have, because we have a bunch of different tools we sell, squeegee sizes. Donna, have you used your Perks credit this month? Because it's a good idea if you find something between now and the 28th with free shipping on size A and B transfers. This is the time to do it. I go back and, especially when there's things like that going on, that's why I was able to get, yesterday I told you guys I got 6 transfers for under $50 because I didn't have to pay any shipping, and a lot of them were in the clearance section. All right, I think that's everything covered. I always close my, if I can, close my lid up. So that's what we got so far. See how much easier that was than the Mod Podge. And then look. All right, I need some more on my E because I'm not seeing anything there. Hold on. This is what you do if that happens, okay? If that happens, if you've missed some, like I have my contacts in, guys, and that does affect my seeing sometimes. So there's a little part on that E that did not have any chalk paste on it. So I'm going to go back. Somehow I missed that. I'm going to go back, lay my transfer right back down, work from the part that's still adhered, okay? And then apply a little bit more chalk paste. And then start again, trying to remove it. Peel and reveal. Just do it slowly. My tea could use a little more. Let's see if I can add a little more. It could also have to do with the fact that this candle's waxed. Might just need a little bit more, that's all. Let's see, the stars part I think looks pretty good up here. Or press firmer. Shimmer does have grittiness to it because whatever they put in it to make it shimmer. So sometimes you have to, but look, how easy is that, y'all? Look at that, how cute. So now I have, not matching, but I have two. I'm going to spray some water on my transfer until I can take it to the sink and wash it, you guys, because I like to keep it moist to make it easier to clean. But that's so easy. Now I have coordinating. They're not matching, but they're coordinating, right? Because I pulled colors, the same kind of colors that I had going on in here. And that's actually even showing up even less just because it's so thin in the Mod Podge, right? But I think they look cute together. Don't you? Look at that. They're going to look cute together wherever I put them. So fun. I don't know whether I'll actually burn them or not, but that's how simple and easy it was. So let me see what I got here. Ooh, what I got. So if you have any questions about anything that I've used, any of the products, any of the techniques, always I'm here for you guys. So if you have a question, ask in comments or send me a message if you don't feel comfortable doing that. That's what I'm here for. I love to inspire you guys to try something. Let me see what messages I missed out of here. Yeah, okay, good. I'm glad I mentioned that to you. I know you've had a lot on your plate this week. And then falling on top of that, my dear, oh my goodness. I know, I'm hoping and praying I don't hurt my knees when I go out here. Because I'm going to be digging and stuff. So I probably should take some ibuprofen as a preemptive, as something to, prepare me. Sorry, I was looking outside because I see a head and I'm pretty sure it's my husband. No, that's somebody else. I don't know who that is. He was out there hitting golf balls. That's somebody else. I don't know who it is. So let's see. I know you've had a lot on you this week. Let's see. It's till the 28th, Donna, so you're fine. And I'm not sure. I need to look and see. I'm not sure how long your $20 lasts, but that you have from your Perks membership. But the sale goes through the 28th. And then I know you have. Oh, you were in the ER for 7 hours yesterday and you sprained your left knee on top of what you already had going on. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness, friend. Bless your heart. Thank you. Yeah, that's a good idea, Tammy. I talked about that earlier at the beginning too. Thanks for sharing that. Thanks. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier too. But I wanted to show if you also have a candle that is not a real candle, and I didn't feel like digging out and finding where my little iron was and having that all set up. But if you have one of those candles that's not a real candle that you have battery operate, that's plastic, you would not want to do that technique that Tammy is mentioning, but that definitely would work. If you're using a real candle, like she said, then it just kind of melts into it. But I also don't know with this one, it's almost like it's kind of hard to see anyway. So it might depend on the thickness of your napkin. But if you have one that's not real, you can just use the Mod Podge and do this technique as well. Okay? All right, guys. Well, thanks so much. I hope you start feeling better, Donna. I hope everybody starts getting better. Everybody's going to get healthy for the summer now. Summer's coming. We're going to get ready, right? Okay, guys. I'm going to let you go so I can get working. And until I see y'all next time, thanks for letting me come on and share this idea with you. And I hope that you'll stay safe, healthy, and blessed. See you soon.